A view from the Corvus, the beady pro-set eyes fixated upon the dust-grimed window as plans hatched of heights to soar lie abandoned. The wings wrap the minutes and the hours of another night, the wingless searing intensity of black. Beady eyes scan the candlelit sphere of a bed. In the flicker of the flame is a body with no name. I spy the twisted cloth of insomnia, the sweat-drenched agony of imprisonment as the tallow slowly rise. Wing flutter as the body rides in a restless spiral of insanity. The pinpoint glisten of a million beads in the candlelight. Beady eyes can only spy the physical. The feathered brain cannot be stained with that which drives a man insane. The naked restlessness of the voyager, lost in apparition, a murmur, a call, a lessened voice from a screaming cortex. The crow calls as the tallow slowly runs. The degrees of apparition, I contrast my wishes with my current state. A voyager lost in my own self-inflicted despair. Eyes shrouded with misery, survey the faint glow of the tower room in which I dwell. I lay and perspire in the crossfire of this mentality I have adopted. The suffering bed envelops me. Let this sick pantomime begin. The scarred hands of the juggler toss the bowls in the air as he sits awkwardly astride a flaming wheel. I see as such so real. The farcical clamour of the unseen audience spur him on as faster he spins, whipping flames through the air, spitting fountains of spark spray from a hideous grill in a gun barrel jaw. He works his crowd with eyes that can fill an atmosphere with glare, and the applause strengthens with the rise and fall of the juggler's twisting hair. Blue hides white as red bleeds through the orange blur of the dark performer. 7 bowls he hurls into the dusty air. The sickly grimace masks the fate that balances. One for the fakes, one for the fallen, one for the thirsty, one for the scorched, one for the blinded, one for Armageddon, and one for the fate they have forged. Mesmerized, I sit up and understand. Asylum has departed as my immunity gently crumbles and my fears gently seep into my actuality. It has begun. The preparation. A solitary tower has housed me risen above the hellions that are scattered below, penetrable but forgotten until now. Peace has been shattered by the scattered as they condense themselves into the heaving quilted mass that posits ever closer to my foundation. They pick them off, one by one, stripping truths like bark. Their self-absorption heightens as they seek their layers with which they cloak their innermost. They wrap their skins and swell and hide their fragile existence. This stone-clad room has weakened as my fears gently seep deeper into my actuality. My journey consider thy rise and prepare, candle-fed. My half-clothed skin shrinks in the cold air that I summon, and the tower in which I have reared myself vibrates and trembles and resonates, a signal for my imminent departure. The cracking of the flagstones rips through my brain, their mystery developing less arcane. The roosted crows burst into life, a fog of flapping wings as they fly, 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 and beckon me. Body lies in this nocturnal annihilation. Face down in the tear-drenched earth, and I tense and feel the pounding of every stone whose solidity has held me aloft until now. I shed every single skin with which I've covered eyes within. For behold, as within I bleed, this journey now must be my deed. And thus the voyager set out from his self-imposed confinement in the tower, a place where he had decayed and denied at first, and then slowly peeled the layers of which he had enveloped himself from his time amongst the Hellions. He had endured apparitions of the greatest terror and nightmares that transgressed into wakefulness, as his skull was pounded with confusion. With the exfoliation of every skin came a new set of challenges, an increased intensity to the fear that he witnessed, and an ever-decreasing proximity to the commencement of the voyage. This journey would be his final challenge, and he would contain even greater evil than he had ever witnessed. And he would have to complete it as a single skin, and resist the layers that will inevitably attempt to consume him. In the end, however, he may finally see through the blinded eyes and the hidden deep in his soul, if he can make it that far. Descent to dark harbours, the plains of decay. Closeness glides against me like a breeze, and I shiver at this lonely insecurity in which I now dwell. The dripping hemlock strains of my voice deepening as I survey the vulnerable landscape extending below. Broken tower behind me heaped, smouldering and drifting in the ebon skies, while my single skin offers me no protection and no warmth. This is the moment I must rise, when all is lost save my demise. Uncovered foot is circumfused with the sands of grey, the pestle ground bones of the defeated, who have ground their way up escarpments in the vain hope of survival. Whilst inevitably their myriad skins have weighed them down and extirpated them, I survey the granite horizon that outstretches me, and the scuttling begins. The fog-drenched spree is agitated by a cockroach carpet that is harvesting the scant remains of life itself. Giant black opaqueness vying together as on occasion yellow wings open and veined confront the frigid air, and I see the specks and scrawls of the fallen on their lucid frailty. Mandibles mutter incoherently in the underlayer, calling the names of the lost. I hear a brother, a friend, an understated liar, the meek one, the martyr and the crude, layered agendas that solely led to this naked feast that ensued. I stiffen slightly as the sensation reaches my susceptible foundations, and the numbness is injected. They are upon me now, my only hope, a huntsman's blade, trusted friend for all these days. Unless I thrash and sigh and swipe these million thirsty pairs of eyes, I kick and stamp and scream my goal. Away from me, release my soul, as legs are cut and feet give way, the whispered summons towards their prey. My opening barrage, this voyage born, through darkest days my mind was torn, but now alone I fight to win. My layers cast unearthed within, a triple swipe, black blood spread wide, as voices groan from the underside. And the eye within its searing light, now fully charged with power of sight, as it pours its unrelenting stare into the myriad eyes that glare. From front to back and all around, retreat is imminent. I stand my ground, hissing develops like an undertone. The defeated voices that crawl from bones, a knife glint, a caution, a finished tale. In my troubled mind, I must not fail.